Good morning and welcome back to Stivers Homestead. If you're new around here, I'm Zach. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me real quick. Good morning, Benny.
Good morning. I'm getting big. You're getting big.
It is a beautiful Monday morning around here. The sun's shining. It's going to be about 70 degrees today, but they say that the wind might be kicking in here a little bit later. It's always a little iffy on a farm when that happens, especially if you've seen our barns and our 10 that we have. Definitely need some care to them, but we are going to embrace the day and enjoy this nice weather because right now it's hit and miss, hit and miss. Nice day, cold day, rainy day, snowy day. You never know what you're going to get. But we have lots of things to do. But first we got to feed Mr. Zeus. Good morning, Zeus. I know it, it's muddy, isn't it? So starting to do a little training with Benny, bringing him in here with the group. This isn't the first time, but see, he still wants to play a whole lot. And he's not making a whole lot of friends doing the pinching and biting, Benny. Is it good, Mr. Zeus? Oh my goodness. That's all. That's all. It's very important with your LGDs to get them used to the livestock at a very early age, but you really need to be with them because puppy teeth, right? They want to chew on everything. The other animals don't understand, so it's very good to get a command word. Ours is no. You know, it can be very simple, but he knows no, and he knows that he can get his anger out by himself. Not anger, but his playful wanting to bite everybody. But you got to get them used to them, especially if you have chickens and you don't want to eat your chicken. You ain't giving birth yet, Shirley. All right, so checked on everybody. Nobody's giving birth just yet. It's got to be this week. Got to be. It's crazy, the time difference between our goat births and when Samson got the deed done. It's crazy. He really took his time. But the Airbnb, she's cleaned. Jen and I spent all weekend working on that bad boy, getting it more to a rental Airbnb place like it was before, rather than lived in. So had to do some cleaning, get everything ready. And we've actually got some friends up there right now. So we actually met them at HOA in like 2021, I guess, something like that, a long time ago. Anyways, it just worked out nicely because it was already a planned trip here, so Jen and I was able to get the place, you know, cleaned up and ready. So now they get to kind of give a first take on it, get us back on our toes because it's been about a year since it was open. So just let them review it and see it how it is and enjoy some time together. But be looking for hopefully next week, we'll be able to do an actual Airbnb video. We're just, you know, trying to get the fine details figured out now. But at least the house itself is ready. Which kind of brings me to the topic of this video. It's been 30 days since I officially went full-time farmer, homesteader, YouTuber, whatever it is that you want to call. And there's been a lot to reflect on that's happened in just 1 month. Hi, Rusty. How are you? Hi. Oh my goodness, so excited. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Crazy. If you missed it, on February 1st was my first day of forever here on this farm. I quit my 6-figure job working for an awesome company and made the decision that we wanted to do this stuff full time. We wanted to give it a chance. We wanted to see what it would be like with me not having a full-time job and this, putting all of our efforts into this farm. Well, at the start of that February 1st date, we had 2 employees and we had my mom and Aunt Patty living in the cottage. And so from that point, we were thinking, how does that look moving forward? We were planning warehouses, like our garage turned into a warehouse. We had all these different plans that were gonna move us in and really escalate all the stuff we're doing now to the next level. Well, plans changed. We are now down to 1 employee, that guy, Jetto. And my mom is now no longer here and Aunt Patty no longer lives here either. Now the good thing about this is, as sad as it was, it did open up a new revenue option for us. And for a guy that now is doing this full time, we needed that. So the Airbnb was a major plus to be added on. That also put Jen and I down here at the store a lot more than what was initially planned. That's became a blessing as well. It's allowed us time to focus and realize what we want this to become and what's the image and the, you know, 2-year plan that we're trying to make this store become. And one of that was fresh food, being able to sell our produce and then also turning it into more of a lunch place. Like we really want to become a lunch place, which is going to be really exciting. It's some of the stuff now that we're trying to get through and figure out all the laws to make sure we are legal doing this stuff. But we're really excited to add that to this. And I don't think if we hadn't been down here more and thought about it, that would ever happen. So these blessings are starting to pop up and pop up and pop up. And it's been so much change in just a minimum of 30 days, really 27. And besides the business side of things, myself and the family, what's it like? How are we doing with me here full time? Well, I would say it's going surprisingly great. Not surprisingly great. It's going great. I think that where I was work from home, hasn't been a huge adjustment for most people, but it has been an opportunity for us to really connect and have better relationships throughout the day because we have the time and the opportunity to focus on each other and really have that time. One thing that's a little different is I'm outside a little bit more, and as the summer comes, I'm going to be outside even more, but that is going to be a beautiful part because the kids can do more things with us. I'm not in a rush to try to get something done in 30 minutes because I have a meeting starting in 30 minutes. I can take my time and work on teaching our children some of these life lessons that maybe I haven't been able to in the past. And that's some cold, hard truth there. Our children, for one, I felt a lot trying to do this lifestyle. It was very hard to work a full-time job. Benny. It was very hard to work a full-time job and garden and homestead and raise livestock and do all these different things and help Jim with the business and make sure that I was giving them enough time and the time that they deserved. Now I can. Now, planning something can take 3 hours because we have the time to do so and we can sit there and talk and learn instead of saying, hey, I gotta get these seeds in 30 minutes so I can get back inside for that meeting. That stress reliever is huge, and I'm very excited to be able to pour more of my time in and patience with the children on this lifestyle because I do want them to love it. I don't want them to see it as something that is just stressful and painful and keeps you away from your children and all that different stuff. I want them to see the beauty in it, and they do. But I want them to see the beauty I see in it and what I see in it so they can really take that back and connect it with what Jen sees in it and then what we see in it together and then really create it into a family mission, which I know we've always been there, but I want more. I want more of that, and I want more of the family connectiveness. And within 27 days, I'm already starting to see that happen, and I can't wait to see what it looks like a few months more. So the biggest question, right? Do I regret it? Do I regret quitting my full-time job to farm full-time? And that's a big, hard no. I do not regret it one bit. I'm in love with this new lifestyle that we have. Obviously, like we've talked about, the other stresses are always going to be there with making sure that you're meeting your quotas to pay your bills and be able to grow the business and stuff. But I think that stuff will come naturally. We had a good business plan that's there, so I'm not too worried about that. But I also know that I'm young enough to go back to work if I needed to. So we're just rolling with it. We're rolling with the punches. It's so nice to be able to, like these videos, to take time doing them and shoot them with you all and talk to you all and not be like, all right, I got to do this real quick so I can get my laptop open by 8 a.m. and all the other stuff we have to do. It's just been really enjoyable. I would like to say we're more relaxed and less stressed, but that's not true. We're busier now than we've ever been, which is a good thing. And it's just really ultimately finding our new routine, which I think we're starting to settle in there a little bit. The new adjustment of mom not being at the store is, figuring that out again, but we're getting there. Ultimately, 30 days in, after quitting my 6-figure job, I'm the happiest that I've ever been. So I just want to continue to encourage you all. There's so many different ways that what I just did happens, right? So you could be the 33-year-old that's deciding to just go all in and do it. Or you could be the 50-year-old that still seems like it's forever away from retirement, but maybe you can start pulling that plug now. Maybe you can. Maybe you can start looking into how you can do it and make it now. Because the one thing that I never wanted was to have to get to 70 years old and be like, you know what, I can finally retire and then I'm dead in 10, hopefully. You know what I mean? It sucks that our world is created to work so long and only get to enjoy your benefits for such a short amount of time. And y'all, I'm telling you, just don't stress about the other stuff, the health insurance, the life insurance, all this different stuff. It's very easy. Like once you start doing a little research, it's not bad. And then you just add it into what you're gonna have to pay a month, right? So you have to add that in and say, can we do it or can we not do it? How close are we? What do we need to do to improve that? And I'm telling you, it seems like things just start popping up. When we had that, we didn't know that we was gonna get the Airbnb. So that's now a nice addition that we can add in there, and it's opened our eyes. So take the plunge if you're feeling there. No matter what your age is, don't look at it as this 33-year-old. Look at it as, I wanna retire too. And if you wanna retire, put your head down, figure it out, and maybe get you a part-time job. Even that's better than working 40, 80, 60, 70 hours a week, right? You can do it. I have faith in you, and I promise you, 30 days in like I am, you'll be smiling as big as I am too. So you all, if you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. We love you. It's a big week. Stay tuned for all kinds of stuff coming your way. Till the next one. Bye.